All right, I'm in the Monday qualifying, maybe practice round of the Extreme Hills tournament. In my 77 accounts, I'm playing with some upper developed clubs here, playing in a rookie expert bracket, and we'll see what we can get done. I've got some basic notes that I got from just doing the walkthrough scouting report. And today it's all about trying to establish what clubs and what ball I'm going to bring. So there may be some of the holes here. I'm never really concerned at the beginning of the week as far as elevation stuff. I've got some elevation numbers that I have from previous turns where we play on this, but that doesn't always pan out because the wind may be blowing in a different direction. And so I'm not too concerned about it at the beginning of the week. I usually try and get dialed in what clubs, what ball, what secondary club, where I'm at in my club, am I mid club, max club, where am I hitting at? And then once I get that stuff figured out, then I usually by the end of the qualifying round, I've got all that stuff worked out. And going into the opening round is when I really start to focus on the wind numbers and really paying attention to where my ball's landing. The goal is that on every shot coming into the cup to hit perfect so that I can really start to look at my stuff and dial it in as the week goes on. So let me pull out my basic notes here. Hole number 1 is going to be Eagle Peak. Hole number 1. And I have never had a lot of success on this hole. Not the success that I would think that I should have, because I usually try and hit it straight forward. And it's a great hole for a big topper. You can bring a 3 power ball and you can get out into this range out in here. So if you draw a line from these trees and you're trying to clear these trees, you need to be on this side of the line. There's a spot up here. You draw a line from the cup coming over. There's a spot somewhere up in this range right here. If you can get like in that zone, you're in short iron range. And if you're outside on this side of it, you're in long iron range. And for the most part, I'm in my short iron. I've got that shot down. But you have to there's some risks here. You've got to do max OP and you got to bring out a 3 power ball and you got to get it all right. You got to make a great wind adjustment. It works out better with a big topper. If you've got an extra mile 9, you could probably get it done better with an extra mile 9 than a big topper. But if you got an extra mile 8, you'll typically net more yards with a big topper. But I've never had the success here that I'm in the right spot. I bring the right ball. I've got the right club. I'm in the spot, but it just always seems like I'm like, here's the cup and here's the flag and I'm here and I'm here and I make an adjustment and I'm here and I'm here and I hit it great and I'm here and I'm here and it's like the hole is like the size of the flagpole and it just does not want to go in. So I am switching it up and I'm doing the shot. Erase that. Hey, I am doing the shot where I'm going to lay up right here. And then I'm going to come at it with a sniper so that I can follow my tail back around and walk it up to the cup. And I'm going to do a plus 10% at mid club. I'm going to bring a 3 power ball. I'm going to bring, you can get this done with a katana, but I'm going to bring a Kingmaker. I hit this several times with a Titan, but I'm going to bring a Kingmaker just to cut the wind down. There is a shot where you can lay it up over here, but I've never really been a fan of that. It's hard to get it down past these trees consistently. You can hit through the trees, but I wouldn't recommend that. I've seen that shot demoed several times and I'm not a fan, especially, if you're hitting through the trees and the green is right here, it's not that big of an issue. But if you get caught up there anywhere, you're sunk. And I'm not interested in being sunk on my drive by trying to hit through the trees. So hole number 1, I'm going to bring a rock or a QB, either one will work. You want to bring the club that's got the best ball guide, best accuracy. Bring a Kingmaker. It's not the king of balls, but it's close. And go out here and see if we can get it done. Get it done. I'm not sure on the drive yet how much topspin or whatever it's going to take. And one of the things that I noticed about the QB, and we'll see if it's a little different with the rock, is that the QB ball guide, the color of the green of the fairway out here is such that it's kind of the day glow green, and the blue from the quarterback, see how bright the fairway is? The ball guide blended in with it, and it was kind of hard to see the ball guide with my QB. So if you've got a rock, it might be better because it stands out a little bit better. Now, if you're going to try and get in that hole, and there's nothing wrong with trying to get in that hole, but if you're going to try and get in that hole, like something that's got a little bit better ball guide, a little bit more curl, so you can really whip it down in that hole. Let's see if my opponent can get down in there. If they ride the rim, trying to ride the rim and then float back down. And that's a great way to do it if you're going to do it. And they should have a very similar shot to what I'm trying to get right here. And see how my ball guide is like blending in up there? Do one backspin. I'm going to do a 20% wind adjustment, so that's going to be 3.6. Actually, I'm going to do about a 30% wind adjustment. That's 4. Hitting it perfect. Let's see if one backspin works. Or if that gets me too close. I'm going to change that to a rock. I'm going to do 1.5 backspin. That might be a little too close. They're in long iron range. The one thing that's different here is that every single time we've played this hole in a tournament up to this point, the wind coming into the cup, if you hit straight forward, has been a side wind. And the way the wind's blowing this time, the wind would actually be with you. You'd have a pure tailwind. And that is something different. So that shot, the main shot coming in at it from the other way, ooh, that close. Close. Nice shot. Okay, I'm going to do mid club here. I'm going to do max backspin. Going right at it. Mid club. So it's 1.9 times 1.1 divided by 1.2. It's 1.74 rings. Try and hit it perfect. Ah, great to the right. Great to the right. Da 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 da. And it ended up great to the right. I did this. Took this shot earlier this week, and I wasn't able to get the ball guide to come all the way to the hole. And I was actually up the hill, and the ball guide was short, but I was so far up the hill that it had more momentum coming down. And so I'll have to take that shot a few times this week and see whether I like it where the ball guide is terminating at the cup or where I was just trying to feed it down to it. It's obviously, if you can get it all the way to the cup, you can try and get the line a little bit better. Because when it was further up the hill, I couldn't get the ball guide to come all the way back to the hole. So you were trying to kind of eyeball whether it was the right angle. That's the shot right there that I'm going to be working on all week. And it just takes the perfect going into the cup, not a great to the right. I'm going to practice these par threes. Maybe. In this par three, I'm not going to practice this hole. This hole, I got this hole down. And we want to bring a 3-power ball on this hole. And even though I'm in mid club, I'm going to use a max number. I'm not sure what the wind adjustment was on that hole. I'm not sure which hole that was in the tournament. So we will see. But I've got that hole. I feel real good that that hole is a hole in a potential hole-in-one hole. Of the par threes, that's the one I have the most confidence in right now. And that may change as the week goes on. But that one right there, I have the most confidence in. The other ones, I'm doing something different on them and still trying to work it out. All right, that was hole number 1 of the Extreme Hills Tournament in Monday's qualifying round of the rookie division. Thanks for watching.